Hey everyone, and welcome to the Defining Your Life podcast, where we focus on living in our purpose, practicing presence, and activating our power in each moment. I'm Marsha Rell, your resident pep talk provider, and I invite you to join me as we continue to learn, lift each other up, and strive to level up together. Because we are never finished defining our lives, and it takes a village, so let's build one. Stay tuned for the episode. Hey everyone, welcome back to the pod. I hope that all is well. And if you're like me, you can't believe it's almost March. Like seriously, where is this time going? It feels like, that little lull after the holidays where you feel like you have a bit of downtime has expired in my world. But I am doing my best to stay energized and prepared to take on all that has been happening and all that's to come in 2025. One thing that I have always struggled with is routine. And while I'm not fully a fly by the seat of your pants type of gal, I definitely like to hover in the gray space. And if you've been around for a while, I'm sure you've heard me talk about indecisiveness, lack of commitment, the importance of establishing routine. And that is really truly because I have always struggled in this area. I used to downplay the power of sticking to something, doing it the same way over and over, repeating the same thing over and over again. Boring, right? But that was until I matured and recognized the power in routine and in that repetition. And so, as they say, at this big age, I not only have grown to understand the power of routine and habit building, but I can actually say that I am seeing the results in my life from sticking to those routines and those habits. For months and months, I have been saying strength training is not an option. I'm 42 and I need this body to carry me. I need it to support me. I need to be strong and I need to maintain my immunity, right? All of that comes from strength training, obviously in addition to other things, but I just couldn't get out of my comfort zone of what I was used to doing, which that would be, moving my body through walking and yoga, low impact things, totally my speed, because I'm definitely not like a HIIT workout girl or, hardcore strength training. But no matter how much I told myself that I needed to do some type of strength training, I just wasn't doing it. But sometimes something in life will just hit you and remind you of what you should be doing. And it wasn't that I was doing something wrong. I was moving my body through walking, lengthening and maintaining balance and flexibility through yoga. I mean, realistically, I was only going like once a week, but I tried to convince myself that that was enough, that I could get what I needed from that output. How often is it that we lie to ourselves when we know the truth? Or maybe we are doing something right, but we're doing it for the wrong reasons. Just because something is right doesn't mean that's what we should be doing. I tried to justify that what I was doing was enough because it was good, but I knew better, right? And you know what happened? As soon as I stepped into strength training, and I'm not talking about anything fancy, just like 20 minutes full body strength training workouts on average 3 to 4 times a week, I started to see results quickly. Now, I don't know the exact date that I started. Documenting is something else that I need to work on. But what I do know is that as soon as I switched from what was good, but still in my comfort zone, to the right thing that I needed to do, I started to see change quickly. More energy, feeling stronger, and for the most part, a better mood. Life is still going on life, but I can imagine that my mood would have been impacted negatively if I hadn't picked up with the exercise. I also established a solid routine. So instead of just walking a couple of times a week or hitting my mat, I'm now moving my body intentionally 5 to 6 times a week instead of maybe 2 to 3. This is also coupled by my devotions. So I'll get up, I'll work out, I'll do my devotions, have dedicated prayer time before I start my workday. And I know for sure that my dedicated prayer time is changing me. Now, I have always been one who prays all the time in the car, in the shower, before bed, if I'm just sitting somewhere, right? If someone says, pray for me, I try to do it right away because I'm human and I don't want to forget to get that prayer in, right? And I firmly believe in praying without ceasing. But there is something about starting my day with prayer and not just prayer, but sitting and meditating in the prayer that makes the difference. I'm not just filling up every moment with requests or words anymore. I'm working on sitting with God. And that has made a huge difference with me being able to enter the day with a calm spirit or have some clarity around things, easing worry, right? But also making me feel strong and powerful and reassured that I can conquer all that is in front of me. I'm still a work in progress for sure. I'm just getting started. But all I did was tweak my schedule, make a commitment, and work toward building that routine, right? I did what I needed to do. What I was doing before was right. Okay. It wasn't wrong, but I had to tap into what was needed. And then I started to get those results. So today, I just want to encourage you to focus on the right thing that you should be doing, not just the thing that is right, because you don't want to lean into the right things for the wrong reasons. Have you landed on a certain opportunity where you know that you are doing good, but you also know that you are being called to something greater? Don't use that right thing that you are currently doing as an excuse not to step into what you should be doing. Yes, it's going to take more effort because you haven't done it before. Yes, there may be some growing pains. Well, not maybe, there will be some growing pains, both mentally and physically. But what is the reward? I am sure that it's worth it. And all you may need to do is commit to that thing and take the first step. God will give you the wisdom and the guidance to move forward, and He'll show you what to do if you sit with Him. Now, this morning routine of mine is new to me, like I said, but I can tell you how I know it's right. And that's because of flow, right? I have tried many times before to get up and structure my day this way or that, and I struggled with keeping at it. But in this current state, I can only speak for the now. Again, still human. But right now, I'm experiencing ease, even though I don't necessarily want to put myself through the workout, right? I'm not creating blockers for myself for getting up and doing it. I feel a sense of pride and achievement, and I can't wait to spend that time with God because I know that He is going to ground me. And so now I'm more excited to take this same energy from the morning routine I have in practice and apply it to other areas in my life, which has caused me to evaluate what has gotten me on this path so far and what I can share with you in order to get some positive routines in place for the things that you should be doing. First, you may be wondering, how do I discover what I need to be doing? The answer is some simple reflection. Is it something that keeps coming up for you? Is there a routine or a habit or thing you used to do that you put down, but that you know was beneficial and that you needed to re-engage with? We often subconsciously talk to ourselves about the things that we need to do, gravitating towards things that are related to it, right? For me, I just wasn't feeling strong. And everywhere I looked or listened, there was chatter about perimenopause and the importance of strength training and taking care of my body at this stage in life. And it was certainly in conjunction, again, with the way that I was actually feeling, which was not strong. And so that really resonated with me. I also wasn't feeling as connected to God as I would have liked. And so I figured that if I could make time to get up and exercise, I surely better be able to do the same for God. And it has been working. So first reflect, right? Look and listen for the cues. What you need to be doing will show itself to you if it hasn't already. Next is to start small and use what you have. I didn't say, all right, bet, let me go get a new gym membership, new workout gear, and commit to a 5:30 call time in the morning for an hour gym workout. Mm-mm. Even in knowing I needed to make a change, I know that ain't me. So I went over to our lovely pal YouTube, searched up 20-minute strength training workouts, found two virtual fitness buddies that I like, and have started alternating their videos. It's not fancy, but it's been getting the job done at a pace that is comfortable for me and also eliminates excuses because all I have to do is go down to my basement to get it done. I don't even have to brave the elements of the outdoors. I can just hop right over from my workout space to my desk for devotions and get on about my day. But you have to make it easy for yourself. So start small, use what you have, use your resources, and don't be intimidated by what you might see out here in the world of social media and all these fancy pants ways of doing things, because simple gets it done too. And also, don't be hard on yourself. If you miss a day, it's not the end of the world. We are imperfect people. But what's important is establishing a routine that resonates with you on a deeper level more than just going through the motions because you have to. So that when you fall out of routine for a day or longer, you want to get back to it, right? Not out of obligation, but because of the connection you establish to that routine and how it makes you feel. So for me, I know that if I don't work out and I miss too many days, it's going to make it that much harder for me when I try to revisit it down the line. And if I don't get out of the bed early enough to get my devotion in, it's a bit of a disappointment and I don't start my day as strong. So you have to know what your driving factor is so that you can get back on course when you get off, but you're still able to give yourself some grace. And finally, take it one day at a time. Every day that you have an opportunity to get up and live this life is a new day. Do what you can to make the most of it, even if it means you're only tackling a small thing on your list, like a 40-minute morning routine. But you've heard me say before, you build on those small things. Every day that you stick to your routine, to your commitment, is more and more proof to yourself of what you are capable of. I'll leave you with a quote from Simone Biles today, who says, "Don't wait until you've reached your goal to be proud of yourself. Be proud of every step you take toward reaching that goal." Be proud of every step, every change, every milestone on your journey, y'all. And don't be afraid to pivot away from what is right so that you can get to what is best. Keep climbing so that you can reach the best version of yourself and your purpose. But the small steps, the small routines and actions that you commit to are what will get you there. Thanks so much for listening today. If what you have been hearing has been beneficial, please don't forget to share, rate, review, and subscribe to the pod to help us grow. And I can't wait to chat with you all again next week. Take care until then.